Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi.
Frontier's here too, and
Yes.
this time I'm fighting against Red Guy. So I decided to actually try a first ban Elwyn instead. This guy first bans my Tensei Jessica, which is pretty interesting. So he first picks Landius, so I actually get rid of Rainforest. I didn't want to deal with Rainforest. Like Rainforest, I actually think is very annoying. So I go for kind of a rush type of strategy here, but he lets me have a last pick Landius, so I just pick Landius. I decided not to pick Wataru because I wasn't sure if it was a Cav Landius when I was like looking at, because you don't know during pick ban, of course, but I wasn't gonna take that risk, and you know, having a buff from Sigma obviously is nice to have.
Yeah.
Even though I do have like Mav here to buff. But the Landius buff is better for Sigma than the protagonist buff because Sigma kind of runs off on his own. The protagonist buff is pretty bad. Okay, so I get a Tenyo breeze on Elwyn immediately, so I just run in like this. Unfortunately, Elwyn is gonna disappoint me here. He's gonna attack.
Oh, no, 'cause you attacked Bozo.
Attack Bozo. 800 life.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that was a wasted attack from Elwyn, and I'm gonna be in trouble here because I kind of just threw away Elwyn for no reason here. So even though he has Clotaire with infantry troops, he's not going to be able to kill Elwyn, but because Clotaire can disable your revives, so it doesn't matter that... I mean, he got pretty close to killing him anyway, but it doesn't matter because...
He's so low HP, he can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, and like he has no revive. Like otherwise, like he would have been able to revive, and I would have been able to heal up. But Clotaire with the revive, the one nice thing is that he did use up his Clotaire skills already. Clotaire really only has one skill most of the time, so his Clotaire is out of commission for like the next like 3 or 4 turns. Unfortunately, Elwyn's effort is all going to waste because of course Bozo's heal block has already worn off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need to jump in here and get closer. So I can take out Mystery Knight if I want to, but I decide instead that Bozo is the big threat here, so I decide to just do a normal Guard Pierce, take out Bozo.
And... oh, it worked. For some reason, it lagged on my screen. That's 3%. I was like, no!
Yeah.
But no, you killed him. Okay.
So I get a Keen's Crown buff on Yusuke here, and Yusuke is actually going to surprise me here, because Yusuke is going to jump in here, melee attack, Thorns plus Mirror Armor, but he actually manages to one-shot Landius. So, Yusuke had his anger buff, he was transformed, somebody died, so he got a hammer buff and his anger buff, and I gave him Keen's Crown buff. So that was enough to push him over the edge to take out that Landius in one shot. So pretty good. He also gets Thorns twice in a row, which is pretty annoying. If I did not have Bracer on my Yusuke, then Yusuke would have definitely died. So the Bracer on Yusuke is paying off. Sigma gets taken out here. And Mystery Knight also disables my helmets. Okay, so yeah, Clotaire only has one attack, but because he gets to cycle his cooldown so quickly, you can see that he got his cooldowns back pretty quickly.
Yes.
And he actually has buff block on my Yusuke, so I couldn't give him King's Crown buff again, but at least I can just jump in, air slash. So because he's using Guardian Infantry, like he doesn't do a lot of single target damage. So Yusuke taking him out with a normal attack. So Yusuke was the MVP here for sure. Yusuke taking out like 3 or 4 guys just by himself. So again, like Yusuke, still pretty good at fighting. Once you take out their tank, like Yusuke can still take out a team very quickly. And I guess Red Guy didn't invest in his Landius enough because usually Yusuke cannot kill a tank like that, but he pulled through this time.